always been delete. Obviously, the legal battle, they won the gimmick, but not the name because he's not broken. He's woken.
Yeah. I guess. Whatever.
It's called compromise here.
Thought it was a funny thing that the only thing that wasn't aired on Hulu's Monday Night Raw was that match.
Oh my God. I'm sorry.
I got to watch it because
Ultimate
I
Edition.
recorded it,
Oh,
but
yeah.
you know.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
I barely got to. I got to watch half of it because I didn't want to fucking start recording. What is it that comes right after Raw? That one show with Ed O'Neill that's not Married with Children.
I don't know. I was just happy that even though.
Which, by the way, while I brought that up real quick,
Go ahead.
New Roseanne is the shit.
Yeah.
You guys
It
need-
is?
dude, it's so good.
I
If
used
you
to
like,
watch Roseanne
if
with
you
my
like
mom.
the old Roseanne, this new Roseanne is funny too, man.
I used to
It's-
watch
Yes,
the
I
old
want
Roseanne.
And you get
with my
all kinds of feels off of that show if you ever watched it or seen.
Shit,
Because how have you
I
not
did.
seen it? If I mean,
I haven't.
on in the background
I haven't.
at some
But
point
you
in
guys
your
are
life.
talking about Roseanne Barr, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
She's
I know
like-
who you're talking about.
He's like,
but
the
I ain't
only
seen
thing that Roseanne's ever been good at is getting roasted.
These
She
are
gets
the
roasted really
shorts
well.
that the phone fell out.
I'm not surprised.
I know too much about Roseanne. I know that she fucking fucked up the national anthem one time.
Oh shit.
It was funny. But yeah, everybody's in it
fucked up the
too.
national anthem more than Colin Kaepernick.
Well, I like what you did there. True statement. True statement. Which I hope that does not bleed into 2019 season. 2018, 2019
Yeah,
season.
You need to get rid of that bullshit.
Yeah, I mean, you're wearing a perfect Marines fucking, that perfect reason why you should.
Jersey? Yeah, it's my dad's.
Yeah. So anyway, which I'm not trying to move on. I'm just trying to.
No, I'll tell you.
But
Nobody wants to talk about depressing shit.
podcast of positivity, and I got to hear Mauro Ronaldo's voice today. That was cool.
Yeah, Mauro Ronaldo calling that fight. That was awesome.
That was the coolest part of it. The rest was.
That referee was a little bitch.
Yes, he really fucked up what could have been a really good fight. Like every time
I
it
think one
started
of
to
the
get
best
good.
jokes
One of the best-
Ronaldo made about him was this referee thinks he's on the scorecard.
Yeah. Yep. I love how he drops little wordplay like ubiquitous. I was like, oh shit, that means that ref is fucking everywhere because he is. They were like yeah, he said Cordelone was on the scorecard or something like that. Anyway, what should we talk about? Anything else? I mean, WrestleMania weekend, we're gonna go full blown
Oh yeah,
wrestling.
I'm excited. My
Next
Sharks
Saturday,
are getting into the
we'll
playoffs.
be back.
For hockey, they're going to play the Ducks. The Ducks or Kings. I think right now it's looking like the Kings. I don't know.
We haven't missed a week. That should be a thing. I mean,
That's
one of
for a while.
you know,
yeah.
like we were. Oh, dude, one more one more payoff from the last episode.
Yeah.
We wanted to talk about polls.
Oh, okay.
And who is the best adult animator? Just found out that the guy who does, Justin Roiland. He's the dude who created Rick and Morty. We were gonna
Okay.
add Rick and Morty onto the list of what's your
Wait,
guys' favorite.
You said best animator. That'd be two different things. I was thinking.
Well, it wasn't
TVs.
animated series.
Serious, yeah.
Animated series includes anything from Cartoon Network's Toonami,
Yeah.
fucking all that shit. So you could have
Brandy
said
and Mr. Whiskers. Sorry.
Okay,
an
that can
adult
be one of them.
animation. Is that adult?
That's no.
Yeah,
So,
okay.
okay.
Calm down.
Yeah, adult anime like Simpsons and
Oh,
King of the
that's
Hill.
stupid.
King of the Hill.
I
South
don't like
Park.
any of those.
Family Guy.
That back in the day,
I
the
watch
producers.
Disney Channel. Okay.
See, like, honestly, the one I watch the most is like Family Guy, but
Or the critic, my bad.
in my opinion, the best would probably be The Simpsons, calling shit like fucking Trump being president and shit like that, man.
Yeah, well, they just know how to. They got somebody that comes in from.
They
They
got
got,
a
a time
psychic.
traveler. They got Doctor Who coming through.
Oh, did you hear? I saw this thing on Facebook that this guy had proof that he time traveled to like the year 3000.
Yeah, I've heard about that. It's
500, something like that.
bullshit. I call
like,
bullshit.
some stupid shit saying that we were
I
all
call
underwater,
bullshit.
and somebody commented
I
on it
call
and
bullshit.
said, "This dude's a total liar. All he did was steal the lyrics from the Jonas Brothers fucking music song."
Oh shit.
Bangarang. I like.
There
what you
is
did
a
there. That's
song
funny.
called Year 3000 from the Jonas Brothers back in like 2006, I think.
Oh my god.
And it was about, it goes, talking about how they went to the future and it was all underwater.
I call bullshit.
This shit was fucking
So that
funny.
guy, yeah. So
Oh, man.
I was right in that dude's a fucking fraud. But well, dang it. Oh, Justin Roiland, the dude who created Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
Guess where he's from?
Don't say here.
He's from Stockton.
Oh
right?
shit.
So I think he wins by default. We got to come up with a new poll. Well,
No.
we could start the poll shit next season, which will be in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Our seasons are off.
Our seasons are.
I think our biggest poll right now is what we think the main event of WrestleMania should be.
Oh yeah, there you go. There's a
Well, then we're
poll.
all three gonna have to post that stuff and get people to actually answer that stuff.
Ain't
Yeah.
nobody on my Facebook. Oh, nope, that's a lie. Never mind.
That's a wrestling fan.
There's.
I have like, I think one wrestling.
I might be able to get some people to participate, but let's see what we can do as far as that to make that an actual thing. But
Yeah.
what are your matches?
There's at
You
least-
come up with two.
Uh,
You come up with two. I'll come up with two.
My two are easily Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles, and then
That's who I think it should be too,
John Cena and Undertaker.
and that's who I think 1B should be as well.
I
But there's
agree.
always the more likely possibility of Reigns and Lesnar. But
Because
then
he
again,
has main evented every WrestleMania so far
we had 3 in a row at least.
for the last.
And I think he's going to tie or probably break Hogan's record for main events in a row if he goes last this year. So, I mean... yeah, it's
That
gonna-
could be a thing.
No, it's going to be a thing. It already is. Like I said, he's at least tied Hogan.
Which, while we're on the topic of wrestling, real quick, I want to point out that I cannot wait to watch the Andre the Giant biography. That's
That
about to
should
be on
awesome.
Showtime, I believe. Showtime? If not Showtime, HBO.
Yeah.
So, which, yeah, I think
We
it
don't
is
get that. We
HBO.
don't get to watch it.
I got that. No, I'll watch it. I'll watch it for the three of us.
So you're always talking about Andre the Giant and thinking about his battle royals, his first women's battle royal. They tried to name it after Moolah, and then that went horribly.
Yeah, that ended quickly.
So I mean, it ain't even gonna give it a name, but I mean, it should be China.
Ooh.
It should be named after China if you're gonna name it after anybody. But it's just gonna be the women's battle royal.
How would you do that? The Ninth Wonder Royal Rumble?
You dedicate it to her. You need to dedicate all this other shit to everybody else, like Mae Young and Andre the Giant. And I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but
Touche.
what I'm saying is China does.
Well, I
In my
think
opinion.
everybody's gonna have the same. We would have to come up with 4, and I can't think of anything.
And,
that
and
would-
if they do, someone like Nia
Going
Jackson,
back
but she's
to-
got her match already, or Tamina, or
Oh,
somebody
you're talking
bigger
about
winning it.
you're talking about who's gonna win the. We'll do. We already did that on the last episode. What we'll do on
Yeah.
the next episode, we'll have a updated version because I think I want to change a couple of my picks too. Because
Yeah, well, okay. I think that battle royal is where Sasha Banks turns full blown heel on Bayley.
and I want to talk about NXT the whole card. So
Oh yeah,
next Saturday we'll hopefully have the show out before
takeover.
Takeover, and we'll talk Takeover and all that stuff. So next Saturday, probably have the show done hopefully around like noon or 2 or something like that. Between noon and 2, hopefully it'll be posted. So that's something to look forward to. And then the following week after that starts a brand new look for B2J the podcast, a more structured show. Now that we're on iHeartRadio and not Pandora or Spotify, developing hot ... But And I thought that would have been won over a little bit more, you know.
Yeah.
That joke was way funnier. I know you popped a little bit.
The
You
first
lightweight
time.
popped.
Yeah.
You're
But
not
anyway.
funny.
I think I'm hilarious, and so does iHeartRadio.
Well, that's your wrong opinion.
But anyway, happy to be on iHeartRadio. So, again, tell at least one person passionately about B2J, the podcast. Cordeloni. Sir,